Hey, what's up, Fearless G's? What's up? I said G's because it's girls and it's guys. How you all doing? It's first Friday in April. I cannot believe it is the first Friday in April, but I'm really, really excited about this month's theme. So I'm Dr. Teresa White. I'm your Fearless Girls leader, Fearless Guys leader. How about you take a quick moment, tag somebody, tell somebody, share it, excuse me, let somebody know that they need to tune in for this nugget because this nugget is going to be good. All the nuggets are good. This is going to be a good nugget, and I don't want anybody to miss it. But yes, so I'm really, really excited. It's just hard to believe time moves. So, it's like the older you get, the longer, I'll say the longer you live. The longer you live, it seems like time goes faster. But anyway, I digress. At any rate, let me just jump in and get started because I'm like tripping right now. All right, very good. I hope you've tagged somebody. I hope you told somebody. I hope you shared it on your timeline and let everybody know that they need to tune in. And this month's theme, I think it's going to be great. So why don't you make a quick note, set an alarm for every Friday at 7 p.m. You don't want to miss any of the Fearless Fridays nuggets, and you definitely don't want to miss any this month. So let me just tell you all, the theme for this month is the Fearless Hustle Payoff. The Fearless Hustle Payoff. Take a moment. Put it in the timeline. I appreciate it. Yeah, help me out. If I was on the timeline, I would say the Fearless Hustle Payoff. I'm excited about this because it's going to give us an opportunity to really look at some things different for this month. Now, I want to kind of rewind a little bit because those who participated in our vision board party, I also believe that this is a great month for a checkup. We are officially in the second quarter of the year, and I think it's a great opportunity to do a checkup. Plus, it's in lockstep with the month's theme. If you go back and look at your vision board and check it out and kind of consider some things, it is totally in lockstep with the Fearless Hustle Payoff, because anything that you put on your vision board, it's an opportunity for you to really kind of look at your hustle. How is it going? Now, remember, you all hear me say this all the time. Things don't just happen. They must be planned. And we have coined this year as a year of strategic success. So the only way this strategic success is going to happen is if we take the time and make sure that we strategically plan things out. They don't just happen. They have to be planned. And I also mentioned earlier this year how much I love talking about strategy. So this is like right down my lane because I am a firm believer that the best way to predict your future is to create it. Somebody put that in the timeline. I create my future. So in other words, like we know God already knows what he's going to do. I'm a Jesus lover. I'm going to always lean towards that. But things don't just happen. They must be planned. And so when you begin to create, you're putting your faith in action. And I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, but I really want you to understand the essence of the way you predict your future is to create it. You begin to do it. First, you paint it on the canvas of your imagination. I'm digressing. That's another lesson for another time. But here's the reality of it. When we talk about predicting our future by creating it, we all know that when we do that, there are possible detours, delays, disruptions, and distractions that can actually occur. Excuse me. But we also have to remember that these are not always an indication that we are not going down the wrong path. You can't look at a detour like this must be God's way of showing me that I'm off, or this must be for all those universe people. I'm believing you understand that the universe is connected to the foundation of Jesus. Anyway, I'm a Jesus lover. That's how I roll, and I don't apologize for it. But at any rate, we know that we have things that can happen, detours, disruptions, dismay, distractions. Don't look at those as an automatic sign. Yeah, y'all saw my quotation marks. Sign that you are headed down the wrong path. You don't want to throw in the towel because things have extra work. And if it seems like it's not working, you got to stay on your hustle, boo. Somebody put in the timeline for me. Dr. T says, stay on your hustle, boo. You got to stay on your hustle. You do not throw in the towel. Now, when we talk about hustle, we're not highlighting the negative connotations of hustling. We're not frauds, frisking, forcing, or fast talking people for a come up or to get over on anybody. But we are hurriedly hastening to hatch our hopes and hungry to make them happen. I hope y'all like my alliterations. Anyway, did y'all see me like pop my own shirt? I did that. I didn't even realize I was doing it. But you know, I'm serious. We are hurriedly hastening to hatch our hopes, and we're hungrily making them happen. That's the hustle we're talking about. We're not talking about frauding people and frisking and forcing and fast talking people. I'm not going to do something that causes me to lose my integrity for a come up. I don't play that. We don't play that. But seriously, when we consider the Fearless Hustle payoff, the first strategic element needed is you. The first strategic element that is needed is you. It does no good if you are not betting on you. Y'all see, I have my I'm betting on me shirt. I think it's fitting. So our nugget for today is show up. Put it in the timeline. Hashtag show up. You got to show up. You have to keep showing up for you. You got to understand your why. You got to stay on your hustle, boo. This is important. You got to see you right first. You have to see you right first. If you want to know the key hustle payoff, it is show up. The key to the key to the hustle payoff. Let me get my words right there. The key to the hustle payoff is show up for yourself. You gotta show up for you. Listen, making a commitment to show up for you is the beginning of the payoff. It is the fabric and the foundation of why the payoff matters. You got to believe that you are sufficient, you have the skills, you are suitable, you have stability, and that you will be successful. Somebody put in the timeline again, hashtag show up. So let me say it like this. Let's get at this bag. Now, we don't throw everything away for the bag. We're not chasing the bag, but we're going to get at the bag. There's a difference. If you're chasing the bag, everything goes awry. Everything goes awry if you're chasing the bag. We don't chase the bag, but we do get at it. So let's work. You cannot have, all right. The work piece is important. Number one, you have to work. Somebody put in the timeline, I have to work. And this work piece is important because you cannot have a caviar palate with government cheese practices. You can't do this. You cannot, if you're going to have a caviar palate, you got to get to work. You can't just expect things to happen or to be given to you. That work piece is important. So these are our three keys. The first one is you got to get to work. Let's get to work. Then when you work, you will understand and know your worth. You don't waste time when you know your worth. You're getting at it. You are getting at it. You waste your time, you waste your life. So you don't allow others to waste your time either. So you get to work, you know your worth. When you work and when you know your worth, your hustle is different. When you work and you know your worth, your hustle is different. And you do this with a different level of confidence because you know, number three, that you are worthy. You got to know that you are worthy. You got to get to work. You got to know your worth. And then you got to know that you are worthy of the payoff. You got to know that you are worthy. Your hustle is going to pay off and you are worthy of it. So I want you to do something in my final minutes. I want you to pull out your vision board and I want you to refresh it. What does it look like? Does it look the same as it did 4 months in? Because we're 4 months in. Does it look the same? What have you been doing to accomplish the things on it? Are you still after the same stuff? You got to really take the time and look at it. Don't just put the board together and throw it in the closet or put it somewhere where you don't see it regularly. One of the things that I recommended that you do back in January is have it someplace where you can see it regularly. While you're doing that, check out your Genie 3 list. If you don't know what the Genie 3 list is, go back to January's Fearless Fridays Nuggets and check it out. Does all of this line up? It has to line up. You got to get to work. You got to know your worth, and then you will realize and recognize or discover that you are worthy of the payoff. So before I go, say this with me, because I just hit these. I am sufficient. I have the skills. I am suitable. I have stability, and I am successful. So thank you all so much for tuning in for tonight's nugget. Listen, before I go, can I ask you to do a $5 donation to Fearless Girls? A $5 donation to Fearless Girls. Shout out to those actually who support monthly with a $20 commitment. It is making a difference. I want you to know that it makes a difference. So thank you so much. But if you take a moment, use our opportunities there. You can use Givelify. You can use Cash App. You can even use Venmo. Look for the Fearless Girls logo. The one that's behind me should be on all of our platforms. It should be on the Givelify platform, the Cash App platform, and the Venmo platform. If you do not see this logo, it's not Fearless Girls with a Z. But thank you so much. Like I said, shout out to those who do that $20 commitment on a regular basis. And I want you to know that it is making a difference. If you are a monthly supporter, put a number 5 in the timeline. Number 5 in the timeline if you are a monthly supporter. And thank you all so much for your willingness to do that $5 donation tonight. Listen, if you want to become a monthly supporter, you can. Just go to Fearless Girls website at wearefearlessgirls.com. That's Fearless Girls with a Z. FearlessGirls. That is where Fearless Girls is, and you can definitely sow that seed. Thank you for the $5 donation. Thank you for being a monthly committed partner. Like I said, it really does make a difference. We're getting it busy, but listen, get ready for the Fearless Hustle payoff, but you got to show up for you first. You know, as I always say, girls with dreams, they become women with vision. I'll see you. Bye.